Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Titus, and this, for the 1000th time, is the Armageddon update. Well, of course, Elon was high the whole time. Okay, finally. We finally have a reason why someone would go full Third Reich and then watch ghosts and fairies fly in the Oval Office.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
This guy is just one large bank account away from this guy. And how many of us have woken up after a long ketamine 3-day weekend, after decimating government services and screwing the poorest people in the country, and we're told by our friends, dude, you would not stop Hylind Hitler. So Elon's now gone, and $2 trillion has been cut by the DOGE team.
We can do at least $2 trillion.
Wait, hold up, sorry. Actually, nothing was saved by the DOGE team. In fact, as of June 3rd, 2025, DOGE has claimed to have saved $180 billion. An analysis by the Partnership of Public Service estimated these savings will actually cost taxpayers $135 billion. And that's just in 2025 alone. Other analysts found billions of dollars in misaccounting, and some of the money spent was spent at dispensaries. However, they have really cool merch. So the guy in charge of finding fraud and waste fired all the guys who were in charge of fraud and waste because he knew that, well, they couldn't find the fraud and waste that he could find. And then he spent 4 months finding zero fraud and waste. In fact, of the 110,000 Social Security counts that they went deep on, they found 2 weird ones. Not 2,000, 2. That's statistically zero. So once again, the Republicans took something that was working fine and shit the bed horribly. In fact, let's go over all Trump has destroyed in just 4 short months. You ready? Deported legal residents. Yeah, not MS-13 like he said. People here legally. Then denied the Supreme Court, making him bring them back. You know, violating the law. And the whole premise of America. ICE is going into neighborhoods and is deporting mothers after they obviously Photoshop MS-13 tattoos on those mothers. They went after our best colleges because they won't teach what Trump wants them to teach, you know, which would be against the First Amendment. Went after law firms that proved to a jury that sweet potato Hitler was a criminal 34 times over. In fact, the only category Trump leads as for presidents is in felony conviction. He gutted the FAA, planes crash, gutted HHS, measles is back, cut the weather service, no more warning for tornadoes, more people dead, cut FEMA, so no more help for tornadoes after the tornadoes or floods or hurricanes or wildfires. In fact, why don't we just say no more help? Your tax dollars pay for that help, by the way. He gave DOGE access to government payment systems, and they cost us $135 billion with a B? They also took women's rights and are arresting and jailing mothers who miscarry. You know, making women take a dead fetus to term, killing some of those mothers, you know, like Jesus Christ would do. Stopped all federal grant funding, stopping infrastructure projects, stopped pediatric cancer research because, you know, billionaires kill children. You Democrats better get serious. Stop writing strongly worded letters, Schumer, and say what is. Republicans kill children. They tried to end birthright citizenship, you know, violating the Constitution you say you love. Closed USAID, the government program that helped us worldwide. Yeah, it gave other countries aid, so we had goodwill from those countries. It was called soft power, and it was cheaper than bombs and bullets. Oh, and the medical and food aid saved lives. Because of USAID, we were the good guys. But Trump stopped it all with Afrikaner ketamine cowboys' help. So now, not only did they open the door for our enemies to step in and take over in those countries, but around 300,000 people will die this year from lack of medical support and no food. Billionaires kill children. And the Republicans in Congress voted to kill children because Republicans kill children. And if you voted for these Republican billionaires, you support killing children. Whereas the Democrats took them to drag brunches where they heard show tunes. You kind of see how that's a little bit better? I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon update. God damn, man. You know what? That's it. Democrats, would you get some balls and just start saying it? Billionaires and Republicans kill children. They actually vote to kill children. Republicans kill children.